What's up, Gemini? This is going to be your love check-in for the next 2 weeks. This is for my Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoy this video, please do give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It does help out my channel. If you're new here, I put these out every 2 weeks. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I offer personal readings. The info for that's in the description box of the video. There tends to be a wait for a reading with me, guys. So if you wanted to explore your options, I put links to my affiliates there too. Mystic Sense will give you your first 5 minutes reading free. Spiritual Blossom will give you a bonus $10 when you deposit $20. Check them out if you feel called to do so. And if you want to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I put the links to those there as well. And so Gemini, we're going to do a check-in, person on your mind. How do they feel about you? Then how do you feel about them? A projected potential outcome based on the current energy for the next 2 weeks. And I say that to anyone that's new because on this channel, I infuse manifesting the universal law of assumption and mindset into all of my content. So tarot on my channel is just a check-in into one version of you, your specific person, and the connection that you, Gemini, have selected, manifested, are manifesting out of the infinite that are available right now in this very given moment. Creation is finished. All things exist at once. Your desires are meant for you. You can have any version of a person or anything or anyone that you want. And so if you would like to manifest this differently, everyone's you pushed out, you can manifest them by just shifting your state of consciousness, shifting your version, and doing a reselection with shifting your dominant thoughts and assumptions. Circumstances don't matter. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go and check out some of my other content, manifesting content and videos. And I also like to give tips as I go. Okay, Gemini, King of Pentacles, how are they feeling about you? Two of Wands, making a plan. Seems to be very like loyal and stable energy. And then I saw the Sun card, so that's really nice. The Two of Wands is like also maybe a plan and a decision for the next phase or for something very stable and committed. Could be dealing with an earth sign. We've got the High Priestess energy, the Four of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, and offers coming through. Now it could be that the plans being made, maybe there has been a bit of this sense of the unknown about the direction. Four of Pentacles, they do want to hold on to you though, Gemini, but maybe there's been a bit of insecurity because there's been like a bit of a mystery on making the offer. Now some of you are in a commitment, they want to take it to the next level, and for others of you, you know, this would be about making the offer probably to move towards King of Pentacles type energy. Okay, so let's have a look. Yeah, there's a King of Cups in the reverse and the Eight of Swords. They're trying to break free. There's been a bit of fears and insecurities. Four of Pentacles is also insecurity because the Two of Wands, like I said, a bit of a mystery about like what's the next step. In King of Cups in the reverse and Eight of Swords, they're trying to break free maybe from some fear or some limiting beliefs. And maybe there's questions like, is the love returned, you know? And maybe this also, the sense of mystery has caused a little bit of that kind of an energy, like a fear that the love is not sincere. Like this person could have, there could be some fears when it comes to opening up emotionally, because there's been past pain and betrayal. I'm not picking up between the two of you, and I'm honestly, I channel individual videos very differently, but like I think this person has gone through, or they're aware also maybe, Gemini, that you have had a bad ending, or there's a lot of fears and insecurities about maybe moving ahead with relationships or being emotionally open because there's been pain, and this person's getting past some old pain that makes it, you know, that causes insecurity. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, the Justice card is in the reverse, the Sun card's in the reverse. So some of you are dealing with a situation where legal matters, marriage, divorce has been in the mix. And so this person is like, there's been a sense of the unknown and insecurity and moving ahead. I do think with the Sun card, and I saw that while I was channeling, that there is happiness between the two of you, but there's been a slight dulling because of this kind of, this person could have insecurities and jealousy issues because there could have been betrayal before. So this sense of kind of mystery or the unknown in moving forward, either that's because they've been very scared and insecure that you feel the same way, or they feel like you're not reassuring them and they're insecure that they're going to have a repeat cycle of something that happened before. Does that make sense? But I like the Two of Wands and the King of Pentacles I saw, because I think that's a plan to move ahead, you know, to move ahead. For Ace of Pentacles, they want to commit to the situation, Gemini. So if it is a commitment, there's been some issues and some sense of fear on the next phase. This is a new phase coming through to like take it to the next level. Or if there's been lack of clarity on, is this a commitment? They seem to want to make an offer and commit to the situation. Okay. Yeah, for some of you, you know, this person, there could have been legal ties still to another situation and they're breaking free from that. Maybe you as well, Gemini. I mean, we're going to get to you, okay? So let's have a look. Yeah, the world. There's a closing out of an old cycle, accomplishment in doing that, and there's like a readiness now to move ahead, okay? Page of Wands. So that is about taking things in a new direction. Also, they could be wanting to make an offer to explore or go on an adventure or travel, Gemini. I mean, some of you are dealing with a situation where the mystery does involve travel or distance and legal matters, immigration, something like that. I just get also that there's just a breaking free from an old something where there's been pain, not between the two of you, and that there might be an issue with vulnerability. But I do feel like this is, you know, let's go. Like, I want to move in a new direction and I want to commit to the situation. So let's get your side of the street, Gemini, and see what's going on. Anything, you know, it doesn't have to be your reading, and anything, it looks pretty good, but anything's tweakable, by the way. It's all your manifestation anyway, guys. My regulars know why I'm saying that. We've got Libra energy, Pisces energy, Empress card. So Gemini, you know, I was going to say also this could be about having children, taking things really to the next level. Or some of you are dealing with a situation where divorce and legal matters has played in, and betrayal and bad endings, and there's a child in the mix. So that could be a factor. But otherwise, Gemini, Death card's in the reverse. Some of you feel like this has gone round and round a little bit because there's unfinished business. Emotionally, spiritually, or actually loose ends that need to be tied up, because I just saw a 3 of Pentacles. So now you want to get on the same page and cooperate. Some of you are connected to this person through your work or your career. 6 of Swords, King of Swords. Okay, the 6 of Swords is in the reverse. So it's like some of you travel and distance is a factor. 6 of Swords in the reverse also is like if there's been any sort of insecurities, you don't really want to move away from it. The Death card in the reverse is like cycles though, so something needing to be transformed. But you, 10 of Pentacles, Gemini. 4 of Pentacles is the second card out, just like here. You both want to hold on to one another. I do feel like there's been some insecurities about the future. And there's the 6 of Swords. It did come out, but it came out in the upright, which is about moving things in a positive direction. If work and career is if distance is a factor, this could be about travel and relocation. If not, this is just positive movement forward, okay? The Moon card's in the reverse, and the Magician card's in the reverse. So it seems that there's been unfulfilled potential. It's also that there's been a trigger point here between the two of you of insecurities. The Moon is the shadow. I'm really not getting deception, guys. I don't see it in this reading, and I don't think this 10 of Swords is a bad ending between the two of you. I think this is an old bad ending outside of your connection. And the trigger point, you might have similar insecurities and fears, Gemini, so you want to move in a positive direction. And the Magician card in the reverse, unfulfilled potential, but the shadow aspect has been a factor, okay? Fear, there could be, you know, some jealousy issues between the two of you, and like, you know, are we really doing this? Insecurities from old stuff. I mean, let me see. I mean, the oracles will tell us more, but we've got Knight of Pentacles and the Justice cards in the reverse. This has been maybe like the intention, you want to have something stable and you're working towards that goal. And for some of you, yeah, there's been some fears and insecurities. Is it achievable? Because the Justice card in the reverse, maybe there's fears because the Justice card in the reverse, this is like, is it mutual? Can we make this balanced? Also, one or both of you has experienced, something outside of the connection that's like maybe blocked or caused insecurity, like legal matters, divorce, etc. And then that causes fears between the two of you. Do you understand what I'm saying? I hope so. Let's see. Yeah, Five of Swords and tensions. Right? So are we speaking the same language? Are we on the same page? One more on that Four of Pentacles. Yeah, the Nine of Cups. So pleasure and joy between the two of you. There could be a feeling like you're holding on, but you're withholding from me. And that can come from, like I said, the King of Cups in the reverse is like fears and limiting beliefs around being vulnerable. And so there's a trigger point there, okay? But the intention's to build for the future. There's been unfinished business, I feel, outside from old relationship baggage, but this is accomplishment. See, Three of Swords is in the reverse, getting past heartbreak. I think that maybe mutually, Gemini, there's hurt feelings outside of the, like exes and stuff. And this is tying up loose ends, spiritually, materially, okay? That's what I think is really going on. One more on that Moon in the reverse for Gemini. Yeah, the Lovers card, okay? So strong soul connection, but maybe triggering like each other to let go of fear and let go of the fear of getting hurt and actually just move ahead and move along. And sometimes maybe that causes, you know, you both to hold back on one another or insecurities. But I mean, I think this is really positive. So this is you, Gemini, plus Virgo. We've got Gemini again with the Lovers card. There could be a little bit of fear of, are you really like choosing the connection? If there's been outside stuff that's not tied up, you know, or a block or an emotional block. Now, Gemini, if that is a fear, this is the Moon card in the reverse is shadow stuff coming to light. So if you have an insecurity that people don't really treat you, like don't value you or choose you, and sometimes and you both have Four of Pentacles, insecurity, or jealousy issues can come up, right? Like third parties, if there's exes or whatever causing stress, or just a fear that there's going to be other people. I'm not getting other people like interfering actually like sexually or emotionally in this situation. But if this is a fear coming up, Gemini, all you need to do, okay, is stick to, I'm the version of Gemini. I've always been loved and chosen. I've always had the best luck in relationships. This person absolutely loves, chooses, and commits to me. We have a great relationship. We have great communication. They're so open. They're so emotionally available. Whatever affirmations you want, hold them dominantly in that assumption, and they will more and more consistently show up how you want them to, okay? For some of you, you know, Ace of Pentacles, this could be a new career move or a new windfall of money if there's been losses in that department through legal issues, marriage, divorce, okay? But there has been this fear that things are not going to be balanced, or there's, you know, Justice card in the reverse, Justice card in the reverse, like unfairness. So you both are kind of holding on to a story maybe where you each don't feel like you get the love you deserve, or people have been unjust. So don't let that create a dynamic between the two of you. I would say like you are the one that's in control anyway, Gemini, because it's your story pushed out. Even though they're not a robot and they're going to show up in a way, they're your mirror. So you just have to shift your story, and they're going to mirror more dominantly what your thoughts and assumptions are about you and how you believe they think and feel about you and the connection. Okay. All right. So, yes, let's get you guys. So what do they want over the next 2 weeks? Okay. Free-spirited adventure. Did I not say adventure? Okay, there was the time, waiting, cycles, moments. See, it's this thing that you've both been kind of holding back a little bit because there's been things that needed to be worked through or let go of, or fears or something. Intuition, heart song, telepathy, inner knowing. So you have a strong telepathic bond, Lovers card, High Priestess, what else? Yeah, and then there's been mystery, okay? A sense of like, not really sure, mystery, insecurities, I think, mistakes, misunderstood, victim, lost soul. You both, again, it's not between the two of you. I reckon it's like a mirror situation of the same thing. You've both been like feeling a lot of maybe fear, mystery. You both sort of hold back from one another, but hold on with that Four of Pentacles. And then we've got, yeah, negative mind. Okay, hopeless, despair. That's this Eight of Swords and the King of Cups. And then obsession, infatuation, adoration. Holding on, but holding out. Okay, insecurities, but definitely jealousy and possessiveness. It's that negative mind. Like, okay, are you holding back on me? Are you keeping something from me? Are you going to leave me? Like an abandonment wound. And then we have got chasing, literally, pursuit, resilience. And then what else? And then, yes, I told you, the fear of being vulnerable, which is the negative mindset. Eight of Swords, this person wants to break free from that. We have an open heart, receptive, empathy, vulnerable. So that is the closing out of an old cycle. This says cycles, guys. Forget the time. Fuck divine timing in a bucket. I don't believe in it, guys. So even if this person before has said, I have trouble, I need to heal all this stuff, and I have trouble opening up, you selected it. And they're anyway in this reading coming in different and wanting to be vulnerable, but you can go in and out, or you can wait and think. Don't focus on them, focus on the story about them. They're a character in your show. But that's pretty good, Gemini. I like that for you. Let me just get you a romance angel. Okay, love yourself first. So that's the thing, the insecurities, you're triggering each other's insecurities with heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So there is going to be more vulnerability with trust. This situation is calling for you to trust, have faith, okay? All right, and then we have express your love. So there is going to be an expression of love. And then we have very soon decide what you want so that it comes to you now. There's something about choosing and deciding for the next phase, I think. And then what else? Playfulness, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Now, I did say that to you, that there's something about adventure, like free-spirited adventure, taking an adventure, taking things in a new direction, letting go of fears, letting go of negative mindset, old victim mentality from the past and heartbreak. There's possibility here. There's, you know, an expression of love. There's been healing and wanting to be more vulnerable. Okay, Gemini? I hope that resonated for you guys. I intend that it helped some of you, and I'm sending you guys so much love, and I'm going to check in with you in 2 weeks' time.